Well, the image is one thing, and a human being is another. You know, it's very hard to live up to an image. I'll put it that way.
Welcome back to Caffeinated by Elvis, where in today's video we are taking a look at Elvis August 1969 to January through February 1970, The First Engagements. This is a Memphis Recording Service release, and I must say this might be their best release they have ever done. This is a 2021 release, and specifically this is the best release they've ever done, specifically due to sound quality. As you can see here, for the first time ever, these shows are presented in stereo. These soundboard recordings have been remastered and restored using the most sophisticated technology available in order to achieve the best possible sound. And my goodness, was it. Every single show was a delight to listen to, and I didn't want any of them to end. And of course, this comes with the standard Memphis Recording Service release hard shell packaging that is hardcover book-like in essence, and the CDs are nice and attached here with bits of memorabilia from this residency, and of course a great design on the actual discs as well. So this is the first known recording of Elvis from 1969's Vegas residency, and it is a very good set list, typical of the time that we would see. And on the second disc, we're going to go ahead and get something we didn't expect, which is opening with All Shook Up. All Shook Up on both of these second shows, which is really cool because eventually it just became Blue Suede Shoes, and that's really cool to see and hear the All Shook Up version from this early on in the Vegas residency period. And as you can see, there is again terrific CD design on this. And in the set lists of all three of them, there are a lot of highlights. Specifically, all of them sound really, really good. There is not one bad performance among the set, and each show just seems to get better as Elvis seems to get more comfortable within the show. And specifically, a lot of these songs are some of the best versions of these songs I've heard. For example, on the opening show of January 26, 1970, Let It Be Me, this might be the prettiest version of the song I've ever heard Elvis do. And then you get some bonus tracks as well, which Don't Cry Daddy is probably one of the best versions of Don't Cry Daddy I've heard on this or any release that I've ever heard as well. And it's really cool to see as well some of the other songs. Kentucky Rain featured live on here as well. You're getting It's Now or Never from 1970 there. That's pretty cool to see. And again, Kentucky Rain, Don't Cry Daddy. So a lot of these things that you're getting. And then of course you do have the standard Elvis monologue here. Elvis talks, as you know, he kind of gives his story, the usual spiel about Ed Sullivan and all of that. And then, you know, this is before he extended Hound Dog to be a little longer with it. I looked her right in the eye because all she had is one big square eye. It doesn't really do that as much, so you get a lot more of the music quickly. And the runtime on these shows are just over an hour, where later Elvis can do a little more talking. He drags them out a little more. Like this one's 56 minutes, and this third one is 70 minutes, but that is because there are 4 bonus songs. But again, you don't want these shows to end because they are just so well done. Now, outside of the sonics, the packaging on this release is exceptional as well. You get nice bits of information, and you get to see memorabilia from this time in Elvis's life. A lot of really cool photos, a lot of good Easter eggs in here, and a lot of just super, super sweet photos. Some of these are more famous than others, as you've probably seen some of these, but some of them you might not have seen, and that's really cool to see too. You get a variety of color and black and white, as well as Elvis taking pictures with fans, which is pretty cool to see as well. Of course, one of the famous shows where Elvis sat down and played. That's really cool to see as well. And you can see just Elvis is so ready to be back and having so much fun on stage. And it really comes out in all of these performances. The vocals on all of them, the musicianship, they all sound so good. I really can't stress enough how much of a good release this is. So if you can go ahead and find a release where this you can still get available for pretty cheap. I know Elvis Presley shop carries them, and I think they're still in stock for about 30 bucks, 35 bucks. It is definitely worth the investment because these are some of the finest shows, and this is definitely, at this point in time, my favorite live CD of Elvis live, my favorite release of Elvis live. Again, that's Memphis Recording Service, Las Vegas International Presents Elvis The First Engagements, 1969 to 1970. Memphis Recording Service knocked it out of the park, even beyond my expectations, especially with that stereo remix. But if you guys have this, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and until we meet again, may God bless you. Adios.